Hello everyone, today on the channel, yes, we have Lorwyn. We did not get to play a sealed off draft as usual because no time, as we explain every single week. So we got a mastery pass and we got some free packs. So yeah, we're gonna try to make a Lorwyn deck with the limited amount of cards that we have. Maybe we can use a couple of wild cards. We don't really know what's going on because we have played ranked as usual, but we still using the avatar and Omen Paths decks obviously, and we did not encounter, as of the making of this video, which is a couple of weeks ahead of release, we did not encounter Lorwyn cards. So we play a jump start, whatever it's called, event. So we know some of the cards from there, and the cards that we opened from packs, we actually didn't pay attention to them. We just opened the packs and that was it. So this basically means we don't really know what's going on with Lorwyn, including the mechanics and such. However, having said that, as everybody knows, we did start to play Magic a long time ago. Actually, oh my god, this year is going to be 30 years. 30 years, if you can imagine that. We started playing Magic in 1996. 1996 is a long time ago, when Mirage came out. If anybody knows the set Mirage. Lorwyn, I don't know, let's just try Boros, although we should check what cards we have, what color cards we have from Lorwyn first. When Mirage came out, Alliances was already out. Ice Age, it was Ice Age, Alliances was out, and then we started playing right before Mirage came out. So we bought Ice Age Alliances packs, and then we bought Mirage. I think maybe Mirage was the first pack that we ever bought. Mirage, long time ago. First time Teferi showed up, actually. Teferi had a couple of cards, not himself, but he had a couple of cards actually in Mirage. If you can believe that. 30 years ago. He's a veteran of this game. He had a Teferi's Isle, which was a kind of first phasing land. Kind of unplayable. Mirage and Visions had phasings for the first time. So Teferi's Isle, and then some other thing. Teferi's something, response or something. Some other cards with the name Teferi. Anyway, Kithkin, back to Kithkins, back to Lorwyn. We're gonna try Boros. As you can see, we do not have we don't have green. But anyway. So we have to make a Kithkin deck. I think Boros also has Kithkins, doesn't it? No. It hardly matters because it seems like we don't have any other. Whoa, ho, 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 wow, we don't have any other thing in Boros. Yeah, we only open a couple of packs. What does she do? Another tag exchange, flying and lifelink. Okay, we have to use some rares and mythic cards, so maybe get one of her. This thing is, if 2 was spent, create 2 tokens. Yeah, we can spend a couple of wild cards, otherwise we're not gonna be doing much. This guy we don't need. Emptiness. It's not in our colors, I think, right? It's not Boros. Vibrance is also not Boros. Yeah, we'd rather not. Oh, Catharsis is Boros. But let's just craft this for now. And then go back go back to, what is this? Oh, this is the dragon with wither. Kithkin. Okay, we have to get more Kithkin, I think. We have to get more Kithkin, so we're gonna add one more of this and one more of this and craft them. Then maybe we have to get some uncommon Kithkin. Usually we just like to play Ajani. New Ajani is in this set though. What does this guy do? Well, creature spells. We don't have black. Oh, this thing is also good. First time we spent so many wildcards. How many did we spend so far? I think 5 or 6. Maybe one more mythic. We can spend one more mythic. Let's just try one of these things. One Colossus. Okay. So at least we can we can have some cards. We can have some cards from Lorwyn. We don't want to play with just 3 cards. At least this way we have, I don't know. Let's just get some uncommon Kithkins, throw them in the deck, and then grab some cards from the other set and then try to do this Boros deck. If Arena allows us to make a deck as usual. No, we need uncommon. Uncommon Kithkin. Which one is good? This thing is kind of slow. Two. Oh, this thing is not bad. Play 2 of these. This thing, I don't know, just get 4. Uncommons, we just, we don't care, as you know. Commons and uncommons will just make as many as possible. We have like almost 900 commons and 700 uncommon cards, so yeah. This thing is too slow. This thing is okay. There's no Kithkin in red, only white. Okay, that's good to know. I guess white and green. Why did we ever think he was red? Anyway, let's just add some cards from the other sets. We need some removal. Otherwise we're gonna be dying pretty quickly with all those small Kithkins. This thing can actually help us protect our Kithkin. Okay, let's go to some board wipes. Always confuses people, like obviously, like we said, we started playing 1996, so that was a long time ago. So we are, I don't know if it's even called old school anymore. Old school is 1994. We started playing 1996, is 2 years later. I mean, not the format, but in general we're kind of like old school players. So we play the stuff that we used to play, not the stuff, but like the style that we used to play back in the day. And a lot of people don't know. They just play whatever. They start playing Magic 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago, and they act like, oh, they know stuff about Magic. Obviously we didn't start at the beginning in 1993, but we start 1996, which is 3 years later. So that's pretty long time. Okay, we need to add more red. We have, like, as usual, we have like all of one color and almost like no red. So old school is like you need to run like board wipes, and the reason you need to run board wipes is because the other deck gets more tokens than you or gets away from you, and I think we proved this many times in many games. Board wipes are kind of important. Paying for all is not so good with small guys. But it can finish the game. Obviously it hits the player. We've seen it finish the game many times. It hits the player in the face. And one Kari Zev, just for giggles. just because she can also finish the game. And I don't think we have more removal. And yeah, we played for a long time. Oh, Overlord. Overlord is also good. He can also hit the face. He can kill creatures in a pinch and he can hit the face. And anything in gold. Sorry, bolas colors. And then we get lands. So yeah, there's lots of people which act like they are I don't know, experienced. I mean, they could have played a lot even if they start 5 years ago or 10 years ago, because we haven't played that much since COVID, except for Arena. In real life we haven't played that much, but before that we played quite a lot, except for the 7 years. 7 years that we took off between 2011 and 2017. 6 years, 6.5 years that we took off and we didn't play any Magic. That's the only time. That is the only time that we didn't play so much Magic. Let's add the lands. And I think we have a lot of creatures. I don't know if we need another board wipe. Usually we play 61 cards. If Arena shows us how many creatures we have, hurry up. 25. Okay, that's relatively aggro-tastic. Maybe play one more Kithkin. Which one? I don't know, just make one more of these. We need double white, but whatever. We have mostly white, more white than red anyway. So we're gonna try to play this 10 planes and 4 mountain. Yeah, way too much white. What about some fabled passages? Maybe 3. Okay, let's play. So yeah, there's lots of people on YouTube play Magic, and of course it's possible some people can be very good at this game while not playing for a long time. And like we said many times, Arena is not MTG. I mean, to play MTG like face to face against an opponent, it's completely different experience than playing on Arena, for like 1,000 reasons, which we talk about in our videos, besides the fact that Arena is rigged. And to play only one format, I think there's people that play they play like Commander and they make videos only Commander. There's people that play Limited and they make videos of only Limited. We only make videos of Alchemy and stuff, because once Alchemy came out we basically went all in on Alchemy, since we don't have time to make videos for other days like Standard or Limited. We used to do Alchemy and Draft, 2 videos a week, but we don't have that time anymore. So they play just that one format, and maybe they get very good or lucky or whatever experience in that one format, but to be like all around player, you would have to understand like basically a lot of formats, and you would also have to understand a lot of decks, including making your own deck, which was huge part when we started playing Magic. A huge attraction was to basically be able to make your own deck. So that was very, very important for us, and we did make our own decks. I mean, we're making our own decks right now, but we did make our own decks for a long time. We made our decks for a long time. Just attack with this guy first. We don't even know, does he have any other ability? Oh, we should have cast this guy first and then pump. Okay, we screwed up. We should have cast this guy. We should have read his ability again. It's the first time. Yeah, we should have attacked for 3. Opponents probably like, these guys don't know what the hell they're doing. Fault bank is pretty bad if we don't get something to remove it. We need what is it called? We need stuff. We need the 3 mana thing that hits anything. Okay, so opponent is just gonna stand by. Stand by. That's not good. Come on, Arena. There should be a 15 if we actually read our cards. But again, this is the first time we're playing with this. Because of our experience in playing Magic, not for so many years, obviously 30 years experience is a long time, but it's also our experience in playing Magic different formats. And like we mentioned before, we used to play what was called Standard before we quit Magic. For 7 years we used to play Standard format. Come on, put the counter on this so we can attack, for the love of God. We used to play Standard, and that was called Type 2 back then. Now it's called Standard. And right before we quit, for the last year and a half or so, we also used to play Type 1 or Vintage, in case people don't know. We play Type 1 or Vintage. So what this means is that we play like the, I guess, I don't know what to say. Standard is like, I don't know, the easiest format, like the newest cards, and then Vintage is the most difficult format, where obviously you can lose on turn 1 or sometimes turn 0. And I know people complain that Standard or some other formats is too fast. You can die on turn 3 or turn 4 or something, but you haven't experienced Magic until you actually died on turn 0, if you can call it that. And in case you're wondering what the hell is this guy talking about, what is turn 0? Well, turn 0 they basically gave up. I mean, they can block 2 creatures, but we're gonna hit them for so much more that they might actually be dead. They might actually be dead this turn. So turn 0 means you die before you get your turn. So the opponent goes first, you look at your hand, they look at their hand, and you say, okay, no mulligan. And then they play whatever they play in their hand, and they combo. They have a combo and they combo off, and you die, and basically you don't get to respond. Sometimes because the combo doesn't allow you to respond, sometimes because the only way to stop actually most of the time the only way to stop the combo is you need to have a counter spell in your hand of some form, usually Force of Will or something, some free counter spell. And the other problem is, back when we used to play, and one reason why we basically kind of gave up was that there was a deck in Type 1 or Vintage that was famous for winning, and they only need I believe 4 cards to combo off, so 4 cards out of 7. So what they used to do is they used to mulligan basically, and then if they get those 4 cards to combo off, that means they have like three other cards which are, I guess you can call them free cards, and then those cards they usually play counter spells like a Force of Will or Pact of Negation, which is also free, so that if you try to counter their combo, they would literally basically just still cast a combo because they played their counter spell, and that deck was just winning on turn 1 of the opponent, and you couldn't stop it. Like, you need to have like 2 counter spells in your hands, or even 3 sometimes, and the chances of you having a deck that does something is not also a combo deck, because you used to play like a aggro control deck, and having more than 2 counter spell in your hands is like really difficult to imagine and to deal with. Okay, so we need to get to 5 mana quickly and Fumigate before we get killed. We can kill the elf. We need to top deck 2 lands in a row. I guess we're not winning this game. Today we must be in the 50% win percentile. 50% win ratio, I guess. So yeah, basically that deck just won, and basically we had to face that deck a couple of times in tournaments, because when we say we play Vintage, we actually play Vintage tournaments where we pay money and you could win type 1 card, Vintage cards. And the problem is that we lost to that deck even when we had, I believe, one game we had 2 counters. We have a Force of Will and something else in our hand, and we tried to counter the combo, which didn't matter because the opponent still managed to combo off. And after that we basically got, I don't know how to say, we basically got kind of tired of even trying to play Vintage, because like, yes, our deck was not that amazing, but we still had the goods to win some games. I mean, sometimes we made it to top 8. I think one time we managed to make it to top 4, and we could win some stuff. And okay, we have to top deck a land so we can Fumigate next turn, otherwise we're gonna be in big trouble. If we can Fumigate next turn, then we're good to go. We just need to get rid of the Uroboid, and we're gonna gain a lot of life. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they cast more creatures, we still need to Fumigate next turn. If we top deck a land that doesn't come into play tapped, Fabled Passage would be fine. At least their stuff doesn't have trample. So yeah, we basically kind of gave up on Magic after that, because like we didn't want to play Standard anymore. I believe Legacy existed back then, but we're not really playing Legacy because they actually had the Vintage deck, which is obviously older format than Legacy. So he basically gave up, because after playing that deck, there was that one combo, and there was like another deck with another combo that was also relatively bad. bad for us to face. Oh my god, these things are huge, so we literally need to... This guy's gonna take 9 and deal 9 to the opponent, and then everybody just gonna jump block. We can take 5 damage. We literally need to top deck a land next turn to fumigate, otherwise we're dead. We're not gonna survive after next turn. And if we fumigate, we have a chance to come back. Come on, land! To prove that we have more than 50%. Oh, Day of Judgment is also good. I mean, we don't gain the life, but obviously it needs to be done. They get the land back. They have something to tap to make indestructible. No. Okay, they get the land back. They get an elf and whatever the hell this is. So yeah, we got basically demotivated. We already didn't want to play standard, which was type 2 at the time, because we played enough of that and we just couldn't keep up with the new sets and spending the money on the new cards. And then that was demotivating for us. And then not really interested in legacy. I think we didn't have a legacy deck, so we just wanted to play the vintage, and then the vintage was also demotivating for us. Why we can't cast this guy? Oh, we have to hold another Kithkin. Okay, we just hold Akemi, I guess, or Ademi to try to block. And hopefully get a 5th mana for Fumigate. And of course they have another one. Okay. I guess we don't even cast the Ademi, we're just gonna take the, the damage. Why do people that play Uboroi, they always have 2, like one after another? Or I guess we can kill this. Now we have to just take the 5 and then hope to draw a land and Fumigate. But if we cast this, she can kill. No, it doesn't matter what she kills. We need a land. Okay. Okay, staying alive. They basically in top deck mode. And we win. I mean, we just explained why we playing board wipes in an aggro deck. 26 creature. Kind of aggro-ish deck. And we literally explain why we need to play board wipe, in case the opponent gets away from us or they get too many creatures out. Some decks obviously play more than 25 creatures. That's a lot of rewards. Do you get anything we can put in the deck? No, everything is blue or green. Okay, 2-0. Let's see if we can get another win quickly. So yeah, we basically got demotivated with Magic because we didn't want to spend money to just buy the newest cards to play standard at the time. So that was one of the issues. Second, we paid a lot of money to to play the vintage tournaments, and the problem is we just lost on turn 1 or turn 0 about half the games. And playing those tournaments means we got very good very quickly. We got very good very quickly at making decisions, at figuring out sideboarding. Sideboarding is like an art, especially in vintage. We got like our level of playing, like before we used to play just limited and basically standard at the time. Our level of Magic knowledge and making quick decision is just, it cannot be even discussed. Reveal one and put it into your hand. I'll get this guy. It cannot even be discussed, like how much you improve when you play a format that is incredibly hard to play compared to like standard or limited. Just absolutely incredible. I think we need to play the Monastery, and then this guy has to come in, and Temple of Triumph is not needed. Maybe we get, of course we get another Temple of Triumph because it's arena. Next time we can cast this guy and behold this guy. But other Kithkin, we don't have any other Kithkin in play. We might as well just cast Kari Zev and go more aggro. So yeah, we got basically demotivated with Magic, so we did quit, and the problem is we sold basically all our cards. We kept very few cards, which in hindsight was a mistake. We mentioned many times because we had P9. We had P9, so that was a mistake. This card is too big, so Kari Zev maybe does not work so good. Behold this guy. Maybe pass the turn. We can use Painful All to kill this next turn. So that was a huge problem. We sold duels. We had 15 duels, I believe. And we sold a P9. We had 4 or 5 P9. 2 Moxen, 1 Lotus, all unlimited. 1 Time Walk, 1 Time Twister, and we also had some Juice and Jeans. Discard the card. Sure. Okay, I guess we have to pay for all the Arbiter of War. Enough with the lands already. We literally 3 lands in a row. Kill the demon. Kill the demon and then attack for 7 and then try to raise them. Maybe if they cast another creature next turn, we can cast Kari Zev. Oh, we can't kill the demon. Okay. Good tactical opponent. I guess we can't attack. I guess next time we just cast Kari Zev and try to attack. I don't know. It's not making it easy for us to win our third win. So yeah, we sold basically all our cards for very little money because this was 2011, like we say, before all the cards became incredibly expensive. If we kept them, we could have sold them for maybe $10,000-$15,000. Unfortunately, we sold them for probably total less than $3,000, which was obviously a mistake. And of course, there's more land. So can we actually win? I think we can't win this one. I think we can't win this one. But I mean, we tried. We didn't draw the board wipe. We needed to draw a board wipe to kill basically these guys. So unfortunately, not undefeated. We did get 2 wins, but we're gonna lose this one. So we have to basically play one more game to try to get 3 wins. If they didn't get the stab in and we managed to kill the 1 demon, that would have been probably enough to give us another turn to attack. Or if we did not draw 3 lands in a row. But of course, when Arena doesn't want you to win, you don't win. You draw 3 or 4 lands in a row. Because why not? Okay, let's play one more game. See if we can get our 3rd win. Yeah, so it's just sad. It's one of the few things there's not many things, but it's one of the few things that we regret in our life, and that's selling the P9. We could have sold the other cards and kept the P9. We also sold the fetch lands. We had a playset of onslaught fetch lands, and I think they were just like not worth much then, maybe $10 each or something, and now they're probably worth like $25 or $30 for the original onslaught fetch lands. We had like, I mean, we play competitive and we play for many years, so we had like a lot of the best cards in the game from 1996 until 2011. We played, like we said, we played tournaments, we played just a lot. We played a lot. And that was a huge mistake that we made in our life. Huge mistake. There's literally no way to take it back, and it's kind of sad. Kind of sad. But such is life. You live and you learn, and hopefully we don't make the same mistake again. We managed to accumulate a lot of cards since we started playing again in 2017, and now if we don't get to play Magic, we have to think about not selling all the cards. I think even if we want to, we should probably not sell all the cards. And just keep the decks and keep the older cards, I suppose. If we want to not play. I mean, we haven't played in real life maybe like once a year. I think last year we only played one time, one pre-release, and that was it. The previous year also. This year, who knows if we even get to play that one pre-release. I mean, yeah, at least one time something. Try to play at least one time. Get a mountain. Go for Kari Zev to smash face. And yeah, that is our story of Magic. If you ever want to sell, I mean, now they're worth a lot, so maybe now if you have P9 or duos or something, you can sell them for a lot of money. The chances are they could go up in price next year, but I mean, not next year, in the next couple of years, but they're already pretty high. Or I don't know what to say. What is this guy doing? Slumbering Walker. Or we can just Fumigate if they keep casting. Remove returning creature power 2 or less. Oh, it's a power, it's not mana cost. Okay, now I guess we're just gonna have to Fumigate. Might as well take advantage. Take advantage that we have the mana and Fumigate. Hopefully they don't have something. Yeah, they don't have creatures. Temple of Triumph. Cast this guy. Behold this thing. Cast this dude and then cast Ragavan. Ragavan. And see what they do. Next time we can cast this and make 2 Kithkin, and this guy gonna get pumped a lot. So that was our huge MTG mistake. huge MTG mistake. The only card that we have left somewhere at our parents' house is Library of Alexandria mint condition, which we bought for $100 I think, and it's worth maybe now almost $1,000. Create 2 tokens. Sure, let's cast this big boy. Make 2 tokens, pump this guy, and then pump another creature. Oh, creatures you control get +1. All creatures we control. Okay. Swing. Swing, butter, swing. And he has haste. What the hell does he have haste? Oh, every creature. Oh, this thing is crazy. All creatures get haste. Okay, I think it's pretty much good game. So we're gonna get our 3rd win here. They win some life, but they literally have nothing. They literally have nothing. Oh, they have 1 card in their hand. Do they have a board wipe? Because if they don't have a board wipe, yeah, it's game over. That's not gonna do anything. And there you have it, 3-on-1, almost undefeated with Boros Kithkin in first Lorwyn deck. And our history of basically playing Magic and the big mistake that we made with Magic in our life. And selling what right now would probably be $15,000 worth of cards or more for basically $3,000 at the time. And that was a huge mistake. So thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe for more MTG content videos.